Early May was sunny and bright in Orlando as the Wyndham Orlando Resort, located on International Drive, welcomed this year's International Christian Film and Music Festival. Established in 2012, it is one of the world's largest and most influential Christian film festivals.
The purpose of the festival is, number one, to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ through films. That is the number one thing for us. The second purpose is to connect filmmakers that are doing God's work so that they can learn more through the seminars that we have, so that they can connect with each other and know each other and work together and do bigger things.
This year's festival was made up of film works from more than 50 different countries, including a wide variety of films such as feature films, short films, documentaries, animations, and student films. A themed concert was one of this year's additions, bringing a completely new listening and viewing experience on top of enjoying many different types of films. A number of lead actors and actresses who'd participated in the production of well-known films, such as God's Not Dead and War Room, were also in attendance. Many filmmakers exchanged ideas on film creation, affirming the important significance of Christian film festivals.
They do such a nice job. They show so many films. They're so supportive of Christian cinema and faith-based cinema, and we're just really excited to be able to be here.
One of the bigger ones in the country, so it's good to be part of it and be here. They've invited us a couple times before, but I've always been too busy to make it, so I'm glad we can make it.
I think for Christian filmmakers to be able to get together, to network, to share ideas, to just really be in a community of believers is so uplifting. We need more of these across the country. We need more festivals. We need more recognition, because there are really a lot of great messages that are being made by filmmakers.
One of this year's finalists, Where Is My Home, was nominated for Best Screenplay.
Take your sister to the old place tonight, and I'll be there later, okay?
This is based on a true story with a plot centered around the protagonist's development in life while floating from home to home after her parents' divorce.
Xing, why is that we have two homes when other kids seem to only have one?
Mama said that we'll understand when we're older.
Wenya, which one do you want? I'll get you any snack you want.
I don't want any of these snacks. I just want to be with you.
The unforeseen events that the protagonist and her family experience while she's growing up are an accurate reflection of both the warmth and the coldness of humanity in modern society. When people pursue wealth more and more, they become colder and more distant emotionally, and the so-called home is nothing but a temporary dwelling. With the passing of time and vagaries of fate, a home based on materialism can become fragmented at any time. But when people find themselves without anything to lean on, God is always by our sides, keeping watch, waiting for us to turn around.
When you're weary, and when you begin to feel the desolation of this world, do not be perplexed. Do not cry. Almighty God, the Watcher, will embrace your arrival any time.
You need to know that God is with us now. The church is our true family. We're no longer alone.
And God's love is the only joy and peace. You can chase money, you can chase wealth, lots of wealth and fame, but God's love will be the only thing in this world that will give you peace. That's the main message I took from the movie.
I think for me it was interesting that when you're really modeled God's love throughout the whole film, because as she was treated as a child, she had every right to be hurt and be angry when she grew up, but she wasn't. She was loving, she was accepting, she never was mad at her parents, so she was really modeling God's love before she really started studying.
I think your movie is very well timed. I think we need this movie today in this world. I think it's very powerful. So I look forward to watching the whole thing.
The film's theme song of the same name pulls at people's heartstrings with its sublime theme. It is the home where our souls can finally rest, the home full of glory and hope. Only if we come before God can we find a harbor for our souls, and only then can we have a real destination for our lives. The house of God is the only true home for mankind.
First of all, I love the music. It was very touching. It started to make me tear up. And even though I felt her pain, and the acting was fantastic, and the message was fantastic, but adding the music to it just added a whole nother element to it.
I love the song, The Tiny Suitcase. I will remember, and that's what's important about a film, is that the songs stick with you, and it did. I can see her with her tiny suitcase, and I remember that song. I like that very much. Something else that I'm very impressed with is that it's a church group that put this film together, that you all worked together and had a great story to tell. So I was very impressed by that also.
Since the release of Where Is My Home, it has received widespread praise from audiences. It has been translated into 10 other languages so that more people may understand God's salvation of the last days and experience His love and salvation for mankind by watching this film. Report by Fa Xing, correspondent of the Light of Truth in Orlando, Florida, the United States.